you ever wanted to disappear? Not die, not run away forever, but just disappear for a while. No social media, no explaining yourself, no telling people what you are doing. Just you, your problems, and the decision to fix your life. Maybe you have felt this after a big failure, after losing someone, after wasting years doing nothing, or simply after realizing that your life is not going in the direction you wanted. Suddenly, you feel like you need to step away from everything and start again. But here is the strange part. Sometimes, the more we talk about changing our life, the less we actually change it. Think about it. One night, you suddenly feel motivated. You tell yourself, tomorrow everything changes. You will wake up early, get fit, make money, learn a new skill, stop wasting time, and become a completely different person. You make a perfect plan and then you tell someone about it. Maybe your friend, maybe your family, or maybe you post something online. They support you and say, you can do it. For a moment, you feel amazing. It almost feels like you have already won. But then tomorrow comes and you do almost nothing. Another day passes, then another, and a week later, nothing has really changed. Then someone asks you, so, how is your new life going? And suddenly, you feel uncomfortable because you talked about changing your life, but you never actually changed it. This happens because talking about a goal can sometimes give us a small feeling of achievement before we have done the actual work. When people listen to our plans and encourage us, we get attention and a feeling that we are already moving forward. The problem is that changing your life is not about feeling motivated. It is about doing the work when nobody cares. That is why silence can be powerful. If nobody knows what you are building, nobody can give you the reward before you build it. There is no audience, no applause, and no attention. The only way to feel proud is to actually make progress. But there is another reason people want to disappear. Sometimes you simply do not want to be watched while you are broken. Imagine losing your job, losing money, losing a relationship, or failing at something you worked on for years. The pain is already heavy, but then people start asking questions. What happened? Are you okay? What are you going to do now? Most people may genuinely care, but when you are already hurting, even simple questions can feel heavy because every question reminds you of what went wrong. You do not want advice. You do not want pity. You just want some space to breathe. And that is why being alone can sometimes feel peaceful. Not because you hate people, but because you finally have space to think. Nobody is watching you. Nobody is judging you. Nobody is waiting for an update. You can finally work on yourself without constantly worrying about what other people think. But this is where the real challenge begins, because at first, isolation can feel powerful. You wake up early, start working out, read books, learn new things, and feel like a completely different person. But after a few weeks, the excitement disappears. There are no likes, no compliments, and nobody telling you that you are doing great. Some nights, you may sit alone and wonder, am I even doing the right thing? You may miss your old life. You may miss your old friends. You may want to go back to your old habits. And this is where most people quit, because the old life is comfortable. Even when it is bad, it is familiar. The new life is uncertain, and uncertainty is scary. But if you stay through this phase, something slowly changes. You start becoming comfortable with yourself. You stop needing constant attention. You stop telling everyone your plans. You stop checking who likes your progress. You start working because you actually want to change, not because someone is watching you. And that is a huge shift. But do not misunderstand this. Rebuilding your life in silence does not mean cutting everyone out. You still need good people. You still need family. You still need real connections. The point is not to become lonely. The point is to stop turning your life into a public performance. You do not need to announce every goal. You do not need to explain every failure. You do not need to show every small success. Some things are better built quietly. Imagine giving yourself 6 months. 6 months where you seriously focus on your life, your body, your money, your skills, your career, and your mind. The first rule is simple. Do not announce it. Do not post, I am entering my new era. Do not write a long message about how you are leaving everyone. Do not try to look mysterious. Just become quieter. Work more. Talk less. The second rule is simple too. Stop giving everyone updates. When someone asks, what are you doing these days? You do not need to explain your entire life. You can simply say, just working on myself and taking things one day at a time. That is enough. Because the more information you give people, the more opinions you receive. Someone will tell you that your plan is stupid. Someone will tell you that you cannot do it. Someone will compare you with someone else. And slowly you stop focusing on your goal and start focusing on people's reactions. Do not do that. Keep some things private. Then comes the hardest rule. Work when nobody is watching. Wake up when nobody knows. Study when nobody cares. Exercise when nobody is going to praise you. Keep going when you see no results. Because if you only work when people are watching, you are not building discipline. You are performing. Real discipline happens in private. And yes, you will still have bad days. You will remember your mistakes. You will remember people who rejected you. You will remember moments that embarrassed you. But do not use those memories to hate yourself. Use them to learn. Your past should be a lesson, not a prison. Maybe anger will motivate you in the beginning. Maybe you will want to prove everyone wrong. Maybe you will dream about becoming successful just so certain people can see what they lost. That is okay. Let that feeling push you forward, but do not let it control you. Because one day something strange may happen. You may finally become successful and realize that you do not care if those people notice. You do not need their reaction anymore. You do not need them to say, "I was wrong about you." You do not need their approval because you already know what you survived. You already know how hard you worked. And that is when you truly become free. You do not come back with a big announcement. You do not need a dramatic comeback. You simply return as a different person. More calm, more focused, more confident. And people can feel the difference. You do not have to tell them that you changed. They can see it. So if your life feels broken right now, maybe you do not need to explain everything. Maybe you do not need everyone to understand you. Maybe you do not need to show the world what you are planning. Take some time. Get quiet. Reduce the noise. Work on yourself. Build your skills. Fix your habits. Take care of your body. Make money. Learn. Grow. And let your results speak later. Because telling people that you are going to change your life does nothing. Actually, changing it does. So maybe the real question is not, will people notice me? The real question is, when nobody is watching, will I still choose to become better? Because that is where your new life begins.